Real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk. Hey, and welcome to Real Talk, the Christmas episode. Todd and Kristen answer your Christmas questions. We got a few questions last week through Facebook, and we wanted to answer them for you. All submitted by women, strangely enough. Wanted to know stuff from us about Christmas. So
that's because men don't care about Christmas.
Or my videos. So question number one comes from Candace Warren Crawford. It's a question for Kristen. What is the worst Christmas present Todd ever got you?
Sorry, I didn't think of any particularly bad. You have one in mind?
You can tell what I used to typically get you, though.
He would always get me shoes, CDs, and books. To this day. You know what Todd asked for Christmas? Shoes, CDs, and books.
I was young and didn't know any better. And what was the best?
Nothing's like standing out in my mind as like the best. Is one standing out in your mind of a time you outdid yourself?
It's for you. These are questions for you.
Well, help me remember. It's late at night, y'all. I can't remember stuff late at night. So.
All right, so that's the answer to question one.
That wasn't a very good answer.
Thanks, Candace. Now she and I will fight the rest of the night. Samantha Hellick asked us a question. However, Samantha, because our children watch the vlog, we're going to pass over your question.
Well, could we answer it without stating the question and only Samantha will ever know?
We're a normal family. Question 3 from Lisa Willman. What are some of the traditions at the Wright household? Anything you do with the kids on the night before or the morning of? Well, when you work in the church, it's hard because Christmas Eve, you're usually, at least in every church I've been at, the Christmas Eves have been kind of busy. So we do Christmas Eve with my parents at lunchtime, usually, or sort of a snack lunch, and we open presents. But no, I don't think we have anything
unusual,
unique. No, I think we're usually trying to travel back to Lufkin, though. I mean, that's the one thing since we've been here, we try to do. We try to do Christmas Eve and Christmas morning here in Tyler, and then get home. But yeah, I don't think there's anything. We have a lot of Christmas traditions that we do leading up to that. One of the things that we do is when we go look at Christmas lights, it's a surprise. So this is one thing that Kristen implemented on a night between now and Christmas. There'll be a night where the kids will take their bath and they'll get in their pajamas and they'll be ready for bed, and then we'll surprise them. We sort of bring out all the stuff, and we bring out popcorn. We make popcorn, and we take out ice cold IBC root beers, and we load up in our Jeep and we go look at Christmas lights. And so that's something that the kids kind of look forward to. That's one of our little traditions. We have a lot of those that we do. Question number 4 from Melody Wilson. What was your worst decorating disaster?
Pretty much the disaster is I don't have many decorations. What is our worst decorating disaster? Well, one year we had cats and they jumped right into the tree, and it just sort of totaled it. Knocked all the ornaments off.
Yeah, but we don't go all out. I mean, our house...
Well, our kids... I mean, Finley is just now to the age where she would not pull everything down. Right. So, maybe next year we'll have... I've put out a little more this year, but we haven't had... Most of my disasters are in the kitchen.
Yes, this is true. Kristen has actually really bad luck. It's really strange. There could be something that she cooks all the time, and if it's for a holiday thing, it will... Question number 5 from Liz Martin Reeves had 4 questions. Let's go back and forth. So, favorite Christmas memory as a couple or family. Mine has to be Jonah's first Christmas. I mean, that changed everything. We still remember it. I mean, Kristen can even remember everything he got, but I still remember
everything.
It wasn't much, and did we even have a tree? Did we have a little tiny tree?
We had a little tree. See. He had just started walking the month before, so we had a little short tree.
His toys were just kind of laid out on the floor.
And none of them wrapped.
None of them wrapped. And
Santa didn't wrap them that year because he knew it would be hard for Jonah.
But Jonah did get a stuffed animal, this big yellow bear, and for some reason he named it. He wasn't even really talking all that much, and he named it Snorri Bear. We don't know where that came from, but he did that. So that was my
Snorri Bear's in his room
Christmas.
right now, actually.
Worst Christmas disaster. They must assume that we have terrible things.
Well,
that
or
happen
they may just have a lot of
Yeah, that's
disasters.
true. Liz may
Probably.
I remember one.
I don't know. You're right.
That was a
the
bad
chocolate
one.
pie.
I felt bad for you.
I have bad luck with pies. First of all, remember the year I made the sweet potato pies, and I went to get them out of the oven, and they were on a cookie sheet. And right as they come out, I don't know why, I don't know how, but it flipped. The whole thing of pies went in the floor. The other one that he's talking about is the chocolate pie incident.
Well, you just kind of spill in our car.
And I didn't know that. I mean, they were really liquidy, and I put them on a cookie sheet. When will I learn my lesson about the cookie sheet?
But this year,
I have a new cookie sheet.
Got big sides on it.
Anyway, they spilled in the back of the car.
Yeah.
It was in the floor. I was in the Mallard. Our car named the Mallard. The floor, again, the floor, the seat. And then my brave friends, holla to the bluebirds. They still tried to eat them. Bravely.
All right, question number 3. Most Griswold-like family member, obviously from Christmas Vacation.
You.
Anybody in the Wright family, I think, would probably.
Well, anybody in the Wright family would be like the
Randy Quaid character. So specifically that Griswold.
Right.
I love him.
Well, not
Yeah.
anybody in the Wright family. They're,
You've got some Griswolds in yours, though.
yeah. Well, that Griswold.
Yeah, right. What was his name? I don't even remember his name. Your dad will remember. And question number 4 from Liz Reeves. How do you incorporate your faith into the holiday season?
We don't. We try to outcorporate it.
What we do a few different things. The one thing our kids like the most are these Christmas conversation cards.
That's not our faith.
Well, a lot of it is. Hold on just a second. All right, so here they are. These are just kind of fun that our kids like, but a lot of these are about faith. So they're just these cards that we pull out at mealtime, and everybody gets one, and we sort of ask these questions. So this was a funny one. The Christmas word is shepherd. You play 20 questions to see who can guess it. The other day we had how can we pray for people to help them? So it's just kind of a mix.
How can you share your faith?
Yeah, how can you share God's love? So that's one thing we do. Obviously, we try to talk a lot about Jesus as much as we can, and just in light of Santa Claus, we try to way to laugh at Jesus.
We try to talk about Jesus as much as we can. This is what Finley said tonight on the way to Old Bethlehem. We were all sitting in the car, and she said, "Just keep your eyes out for baby Jesus."
That's right. That's all we do. That's what we try to do. The kids are finally getting old enough, actually, now that when we do talk about it, we try to talk about the reason Jesus came, and we try to make sure they understand that he came to redeem God's people. So we try to talk about it in light of the cross. And so Jonah is certainly old enough to get that. I don't think Finley does, but
Finley still looks at the nativity and says that it's baby Moses.
Right.
And his mother Miriam.
She got that down.
Kay Bolin, do you hear that?
Those are answers. We had a lot of people respond to the fact of doing the newlywed game for our next episode. So
Can we do it earlier in the day?
yes, we can.
One of the questions will be, what time of day does Kristen not like to shoot videos? Right.
8:30 is the time she doesn't like to shoot videos.
Is it only 8:30?
It's 8:47. Here's what we'd like you to do. We'd like you to send us your newlywed questions, but I think what they ought to do is they ought to send your questions to your Facebook page, right? That you'll answer, and then you'll throw at me just on the fly on the next video. And then you guys can post to my Facebook the newlywed questions that I will answer, sort of craft, and then I'll throw them at Yawny McYawners in here.
I got up before 6 this morning.
Yeah. So now Kristen's going to make fudge.
Oh,
Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Talk about real talk. Talking about real talk.